If you are a woman over 40 and you are tired of overthinking every single decision, what to choose, what to say, what to do, what move to make, and you are ready to start trusting yourself more fully, these three steps are going to change the way that you choose starting today. And my name is Stephanie Strong, the Self-Doubt Terminator. And I coach women 40 plus navigating their next chapter to terminate self-doubt and to trust themselves fully so they can make more money, maximize their impact, and live with more joy. So whether you are in a career pivot, or a life transition, or it's just time for you to make a big, bold move, it is no coincidence that you are watching this video. This video is for you. So let's go on and jump right in. So you've written the email 3 times and you deleted it twice. It's your resignation letter, your notice, your I'm no longer playing small moments. And you know it's time to leave. You've known for months and maybe even years. But yet, your finger hovers over send. You know, send? Hovers over send. And all you can hear is, am I making the right decision? Am I going to be able to make it on my own? Am I taking a risk and giving up the very stable thing that I know I have? So guess what you do? You close the laptop again and you tell yourself, yes, you'll do it next week or next month. Or you tell yourself you'll do it when you feel more ready, more prepared. Yeah, you're not alone. And I've been in that place. And this is how I know you're not alone. I want you to put in the chat, if you're watching this, put in the chat if you have found yourself in this moment, that you live in this moment of hesitating on making a decision that you know that you're supposed to be making. You know it's time, but you hesitate or you don't do it. You kind of stay stuck. Put in the chat, been there. Put in the comments, put in the comments, been there. I know you're not alone. I've been there. So that's why we can have this conversation, because you are not alone. And so I've got a few notes here, so I'll listen down from time to time, but I'm definitely here with you. Be sure about that. In this video, I am going to share some simple steps that you can take today to stop all that overthinking every single decision and be able to trust your choices. Are you ready to trust your choices? So number one, you've got to catch the doubt. You got to catch it. All right. You got to catch the doubt. And so my question to you is, what is the specific thing or thought that's stopping you right now? What is the specific thought that's stopping you right now? So you might have your phone notes, or you're just kind of focusing on watching this video. Is fine. Just think about it. Now, don't try to sanitize the thought. Whatever comes up, I want you to just say it. Just say it out loud. Just tell the truth, because your voice needs to hear you say it. This is what's coming up. And I'll give you a few examples. A couple of examples might be, I'm too old. Yeah, that's a one that comes up over and over again. I'm too old to start over. Another one that comes up is, nobody will take me seriously. Have you ever thought about that? Or, I don't have the credentials for this. And what if I fail and everyone sees it? Those are some examples. They may not necessarily be yours, but I want you to think about the thought that comes up that's standing in the way, that's keeping you from making a decision. What is it? Take a pause. Yeah. Now that you got it, you caught it. So good for you. You just caught it. You see how that works? You got to catch it and seize it. You got to seize it. So you're able to release it. And so self-doubt, let me just tell you this. Self-doubt is not the truth. It isn't the truth. It is a protection mechanism your brain created based on old stories. It's a protection mechanism, my friend. But you're not that person anymore. You've grown. You've learned. You've survived things that some people would never survive, and that could have broken you years ago. And you're still here. You're still here. So I know that this video and this topic is for you. So take that down and ask. We're going to reframe it now. So now that you caught it and sees it, we're going to turn that thing around so you can release it. Okay. All right. So what if that doubt asks this question instead? What if the opposite were true? If doubt says I'm too old, ask, what if my age is actually my advantage? If doubt says nobody would take me seriously, ask, what if the right people are waiting for exactly what I bring or what I have to offer? You get it, right? So those are two ways that you can reframe. But I want you to make this applicable to what the doubt is that you already caught so that you can reframe it and so that you can now release it, because that's how that thing works. This is how you reorganize your brain. Okay? So the releasing is, now that you have caught it and you've seized it and reframed it, now you get to release it. Tell someone you trust, and make sure it's someone you trust, that you caught the doubt. You know, it's like I've been having this doubt about making these decisions with this bold move, or, what to say next. And today I caught it and I seized it and I have reframed it. And here's how I reframed it. And you tell that, you share that. Even if you don't have anyone to share it with, say it out loud. Text it to yourself or make a voice note. But share it, because what you're saying is you can no longer stay here and I'm going to release you. All right. And the reason why I'm asking you to do this, because doubt thrives in isolation. And the moment you speak it, you take away its power. The moment you speak it. And that is the reason why I said, say it out loud. Voice record it so you can hear yourself reframing it. Step 2 is shift the story. So the story you tell yourself is directly tied to the way you perceive yourself. The way you tell, yeah, it's true. You've heard this before. What is the story you're telling yourself? Well, you got to go to, how do you perceive yourself? So take a look at where you are, where you want to go, and what's standing in your way. And this gives you a sense of your identity. Shifting the story, get this now, shifting the story starts with adapting a new way of thinking, becoming, and taking trusted action. All of it reflects your identity, how you see yourself. So ask yourself, what's the story I've been telling myself about who I am and what I can do? This is more than just a video you're watching. We are going to workshop this doubt and this overthinking, because overthinking comes from doubt. Okay? So you're going to stop this overthinking by going after the self-doubt, the messaging. All right? So you're shifting the story at this point. So when self-doubt kicks in, you can nip it in the bud and change the story. You got to shift the story. And so then it becomes, what is the new story I want to tell myself? And so I give you a couple of examples, and this just to sort of kind of prompt your thinking a little bit. I'm not a natural leader. I'm not good with money. Have you ever said that before? How about, I always start things and never finish them? What about, I'm too emotional to be taken seriously? These may not be yours, but I want you to think about that story. What is that story? Say it. Say it in your mind and say it out loud. And you can actually pause this video and says, like, let me just think about, what is the story I've been telling myself about what who I am and what I can do? What is that story? See, a lot of times people don't take the time to interrogate their thoughts or interrogate the story. So that's why I'm inviting you to do that now. And here's the thing about identity, because I want to be clear that identity is not fixed. Okay? Who you were is not who you are. And who you are today, like right now, is not who you are becoming. So growth in our identity is dynamic. It's always changing, evolving, emerging. All right? So be okay with that. And a lot of times women lock themselves in to a box or a paradigm and won't let themselves out so they can explore who they are in the moment and who they like to be. So you get to decide the story moving forward. You get to decide that. It's not your past. It's not your mistakes. And it certainly is not anyone else's opinion. It is you. So rewrite that old story. in the present tense as the woman you are becoming. Instead of saying, I'm not a natural leader, say, I'm learning to lead in my own way. Instead of saying, I'm not good with money, how about trying? I'm building financial confidence one decision at a time. What about, I always start things and never finish? Try this instead. I'm learning to complete what matters most. Now, these are examples, but I'm showing you a model for reframing so that you can shift the story, and create a story that actually serves you well. So here's an action step that you can do today, because this is about taking immediate action. Do one thing today that the woman in your new story would do, even if it's small. So for example, the woman who's learning to lead, she speaks up in a meeting, in one meeting, just one. All right. The woman who's building financial confidence, she reviews one account. And the woman who completes what matters, she finishes one task all the way through. So my question to you is, what's your one thing? What is your one thing that's going to shift your story? I want you to sit with that, and I want you to feel what comes up. Feel what comes up. Like, what is that one thing? And I want you to embrace that feeling, because your subconscious will remember the feeling before they remember the thought, right? So the feeling goes right along with articulating a new story for yourself. So feel what it feels like. Feel it. What it feels like. Yeah, I'm going to complete one task and I'm going to see it all the way through. Oh, yes. And what does it look like on the other side of that? You see, what does it look like on the other side of that? What do you feel? A sense of accomplishment, a sense of joy, a sense of, hey, I did it. I want you to embrace that feeling, okay? Embrace it. By the way, if you want to go deeper, I created a 3-step Self-Doubt Terminator guide, and I'll link it in the description so that you can click on that link and download your copy today and keep it handy the next time you start overthinking or going through mental loops before you make a decision or repeating a story that no longer serves you. You have that guide. And the guide is complimentary to this video. So you absolutely want to click in the link in the description so that you can get your free guide, okay? All right, let's move on to step 3. It's about taking trusted action. And this is very, 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 very important about following through with taking trusted action. So here's the thought. Here's what we're going to sit with. If I trusted myself fully right now, what would I do next? I'll give you a second to think about that. You can pause the video so you can think it through and then come back. So let me just say, it's not what you should do. So that's out of the question. And it's not what someone else would do. That's out of the question. And it's certainly not what somebody else think you should do. All right. But it is, what would you do if doubt wasn't in the driver's seat, fueling the pattern of overthinking and self-doubt? Yeah. What would you do? All right. And here's what I want you to know also, that you don't need all the answers to take the next step. You just need to trust yourself enough to move forward. And that's what this video, is all about. How to stop overthinking and trust yourself to make decisions with confidence. Make the trusted decision and let the outcome emerge as it should. Trust yourself. Don't think, don't analyze, don't sanitize. Make the decision based on your new story, based on the doubt that you seized, that you caught and seized and reframed, and the new story you created with the woman that you're becoming. And now you are in a different frame of mind to trust the decisions that you make. All right. So try this instead. Instead of, I need to figure this out all out first, try, I trust myself to figure it out as I go along. Instead of saying, what if I fail? Try, what will I discover about myself I didn't know? So here's an action step that you can take Take one clear action step in the next 24 hours toward what you wrote up just a moment ago. Instead of this, I trust myself to do that. Instead of that, I trust myself to do this. Instead of that, I trust myself to do this. And it's not to think about it more. It's not to research it for another week. It's just an action. Okay. I want to say it's just an action. It's an action. So the overthinking, I know it spills into researching over and over and over again and trying to find the right thing to say. I want you to stop, suspend all of that, and just go what comes up naturally, instinctively. Okay. So in this video, we covered catch the doubt. We covered shift the story. And we also covered take trusted action. And here's the thing. You are in a pivotal moment right now, and every decision you make will either lead you to where you want to go or where you don't want to go. So don't risk losing yourself in the cycle of self-doubt or the cycle of overthinking or the cycle of second guessing yourself, because you actually have support. And I'm here to support you. And I'm currently taking a few select clients, a few, for one-on-one coaching. Women who are truly ready to do this work. Is that person you? Is that woman you? If you're truly ready, I'm very particular about who I bring on as a client. But I'm opening up to my YouTube family because this is where I'm spending most of my time. And I know that you're out there and you need support, and I want to help you. Okay. So if you're ready to stop second guessing yourself and start making decisions with confidence so you can actually make more money and maximize your impact, so you can create the world that is a better world, make the money you deserve, and have more joy. Like, hey, I'm all for having more joy in my life. How about you? Are you ready to have more joy in your life? And I love to support you. So be sure to book your discovery call. Okay. That's how we get on a call together, so that we can talk about what you're dealing with, what you're faced with, what is it you want to do, and what are some valuable options. But it starts with you making a decision today. Not overthinking, but making the decision today. So click in the description to book your discovery call today. And let's map out your next chapter together. All right, how does that sound? My name is Stephanie Strong. I am the Self-Doubt Terminator, and I'm here to support you. And I'm so glad you joined me today. Be sure to like this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And click that notification bell so you'll know when a next video or a new video comes available. I'm so glad that we spent time together. And until next time, make this your best day ever.